So after reporting a not so great earnings, Robinhood is tumbling pretty hard, and I'm going to show you guys the strategy that I'm going to be deploying on Robinhood. And if you drop a comment down below, you're going to get my full RSI playbook completely for free, no strings attached. Just drop a comment down below on today's video. I'll send that over to you. Please hit that like button, that subscribe button, and of course, I hope you're having absolutely God blessed day, guys. But what a heck of an earnings season we have had, right? Robinhood dropped what 9% last time I checked in pre-market, right? Did not miss or missed on revenue, and also crypto trading revenue down. So what does that create? Well, it didn't create a good earnings report. Therefore, we did see a fairly sharp sell-off, at least in the pre-market. And I want to do a follow-up video to yesterday's to show you guys how I'm planning to play this Robinhood pullback. I personally believe in this stock right now, especially as it's coming down, where the PE ratio is at. Just makes sense for my personal risk profile. I'm getting some good premium along the way, and I'll talk about what all that means here in just a moment. But we are all below pretty much at this point all of our key moving averages. If we quickly go from Ark Picks over to our Yahoo Finance dashboard, you see we are dropping 9% in pre-market. I'm watching obviously today, are we going to drop below where we were last week around that 72 level? Either way, the strategy I'm going to share with you guys isn't just me going out there and just buying shares of Robinhood at these levels, right? What I'm watching is a few key things. And me as an option seller, there's a few key things that I have to pay attention to before jumping into anything. Number one, most importantly, do I believe in this company long term? Do I love the fundamentals of this company? Yes, I do. I genuinely do. I didn't last year and years prior, but now I have. I like the direction where the company's going to. Number two, technicals. Where do the technicals set up? So right now with like heading over on ArkPix, because it shows it a lot better, we could see our RSI is fairly oversold. Our 50-day moving average is 113, check, we're below that. Our 200-day moving average is 105, check, we're below that. Our 300-day moving average at 85, check, we are below that. We are in a falling knife situation though, and this is important, right? Because we don't want to just sell, buy the stock right now because it's dropping 10% in pre-market, or maybe even throughout the day we're seeing a lot of red. We need to see where do we get some support here. Now, the strategy I'm going to show you guys today, I'm not a day trader, but it allows us to set our terms for a stock, okay? Let's just set our terms for a stock and collect money and premium either way. So let me show you guys how this looks like. So I'm just here on Robinhood. You could do this strategy on any brokerage. You just need to make sure you are approved for option selling, okay? Primarily covered calls and cash secured puts, okay? That's going to be your very simple application that you fill out. Now, what we're going to do is go to the option section. You probably have bought options before. That's where you pay a couple $100 to be able to control 100 shares of stock. Terrible idea in my opinion. I don't know about you. I've lost a ton of money buying options. Until I started selling options, did I start seeing some good, decent results, okay? But we flip over to our sell, and then we are selling a put. This is me saying I want to buy 100 shares of Robinhood. I want to buy 100 shares of Robinhood, and I get to select my date as well. Now, we can do weeklies. We can do monthlies. We're going to compare those in just a moment here, because Robinhood, similar to SoFi for me, is especially if it continues this pullback, I'm going to most likely start doing weeklies on Robinhood along with my SoFi weeklies. These are two companies that I'm really, really enjoying right now, and I have a lot of high conviction in that. I don't care if I get assigned either way. More on that in just a moment. But I'm just going to go exactly 30 days away to March 13th. Now what I'm saying is I'm willing to buy 100 shares of Robinhood on March 13th, and I get to name my price. This is why this strategy is amazing. We get to lay out the terms right out of the gate. We don't need something to happen today. We need to make sure nothing drastic happens by closer to our expiration date. Okay, so trading at $76 currently. If we go down a little bit and let's say, you know what, we're cool buying it at 70. If I open up this contract, you'll see that I would collect just about, let's just say, $200 of premium. This premium hits my account immediately, okay? I like to put everything into my cash secured put calculator to keep myself nice and organized. All of my calculators are free at the end of the Ark Options Strategy workshop. You'll find that link as the first link in the description. 90 minutes of training on this whole thing. Perfect if you're a beginner getting into all of this and need a clear explanation. At the end, I give you all these free resources. So in this case, we're collecting $200 of premium right around the middle of that bid and ask spread right there. We'll collect $200 $200 of premium, and we are locking up $7,000 on this play, okay? So why are we locking up $7,000? Well, the thing about selling options and why it deters a lot of people is because you do need money to make this strategy work. Welcome to the reality, right? If something is low cost and it offers 100x gains if something happens, that's called a lottery ticket and very likely not happening, okay? This strategy, we're paid to be patient. We set our terms, and yes, it does require capital. One options contract, as you see here, I just have one here, is equal to 200 shares. Two contracts is 200 shares. So you want to make sure you have the cash to actually buy 100 shares, maybe. So 70 times 100 is $7,000. This will lock up $7,000 for the duration of those 30 days. So back to the cash secured put calculator, our expiration now is 30 days, and that is a premium return of about 3%. Not financial advice, results vary, just what I'm seeing on my screen at the time of recording this video. How am I getting that though? That is simply dividing the premium of $200 by $7,000 that you're locking up to make that. But this is risky, right? There are risks to all strategies, and what are the risks of this strategy? And the first one is if on the 13th, let's say Robinhood is trading at 71, 72, anything above $70, right? You're not buying the shares, right? Because it's not at $70. Your $7,000 is no longer collateralized. You then run the play for another opportunity, but now you're not starting at 7,000, right? You're starting at 7,200, right? And that's how we collect that more premium, slow and steady. But the second thing that can happen is that this can be trading at like 69, 68, 67. If it's trading at those levels, you are on the hook still to be buying it at 70. So there are chances with this strategy to have to buy a stock at a higher price than what the current stock is trading at. Okay, that's the biggest risk. That's why number one rule when I mentioned is you need to make sure you're doing this on stocks that you believe in, that you have high conviction in. For me, especially with Robinhood taking a big dump like this, still being in fundamentals, even though I missed a little bit on revenue at their earnings, I am starting to get very bullish on SoFi here long term, okay? So we're seeing the 70s. If we also can look at the probability, the delta, I do like the delta. I do always look at the delta. You can see this is basically a 16 delta. This basically is telling us there's a 16% chance that Robinhood will be trading at $70 and we're actually going to have to buy it at $70. So that's not a very aggressive delta, only a 16% chance that we have to buy the shares, right? But we're obviously collecting that premium either way. Now, obviously, the more higher up and closer to the money we go, like the 75s, that's a 24 delta, right? So a little bit higher of a chance. If we play at 76, 25 delta, we'll see what those numbers are all going to update, obviously, once the market opens here a little bit. But what we're looking at here is making sure that you are comfortable with the risk. Now, the way I gauge risk always is what my return on collateral is going to be, right? Because when you look at some of these other stocks out there that people will do this strategy on, like leverage ETF, MSTR, you'll see you'll get returns of like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9%. It's ridiculous. Like even if I go over here on Ark Picks, so Ark Picks is a tool designed specifically for the strategy, and I just search by my return on collateral. Look at Sweetgreen, 9.6% return on collateral on a 37 DTE. What that? That's insane, right? That is absolutely insane. That is high risk. And that's a 34 delta, guys. That's a 34 delta offering you a 9.6% return on collateral. Fire alarms going off. This is why I say the delta kind of matters, but it really doesn't matter. The only thing that really matters, all the Greeks, all the Fugazi, all the technicals, none of it, that BS honestly matters. The only number indicator that matters is what is your return on collateral that you're getting. My personal belief is anything above that 2%, 2.5%, especially over 3%, you're going into a higher risk territory. What does that mean? The higher chance of assignment. I don't care what the delta says, okay? These are typically more volatile stocks, right? Like Sweetgreen is a very volatile stock. Hood right now, very volatile. SoFi, Fiverr, right? A lot of these stocks that you're seeing that offer a high, Salesforce, QCOM, Amazon, right? These are a lot of these stocks just reported earnings, so volatility is still there in the market, which is returning us a higher return on collateral. So you're paid, right, for you're essentially getting paid more of a premium for taking on a little bit more of a risk. You have to weigh those benefits for yourself, though. You really do, and what you are comfortable owning a specific underlying stock on. But if we own 100 shares even of Hood, what I like to also do is sell something called covered calls. And a covered call is essentially we flip from a put to a call. And this is where we're essentially saying we're willing to sell 100 shares at a certain price and on a certain date, right? So if I sell a call here at, let's say, we'll use the same expiration here. Let's say like 90, right? We're collecting an insane amount of premium here, $560 of premium. So what are a lot of people, what they like to do when a stock drops? I'm not a big believer in this. Sometimes I do. I did it with SoFi, so it's hard for me to say I never do it. But one strategy that people like to do with what I'm about to tell you is what. So here's what they'll do. They'll at market open, whatever. Let's just say they buy 100 shares at 70. They'll go right away and buy 100 shares of $77, right? And then they'll go to the option chain. Now they just spent $7,700 on 100 shares of Hood. They got a Hood. Then they're going to go to sell a call. They'll go out 30 days or they'll do their weeklies. And then from here, they'll immediately just sell like a covered call at like, let's say 90, right? And then they'll collect $560 of premium. So if I toss this into a covered call calculator, again, free at the end of the Ark Options workshop, first link in the description, they're collecting, let's say, $560 in premium. Our strike of the option, we're saying we're willing to sell them at 90. We purchased it for $77. That's an insane premium, absolutely insane premium return. But this is another strategy, right? In terms of selling options, this one is called a buy right. Okay, I only like to do this sometimes on dividend paying stocks right before the ex-dividend date. I'll buy like 100 shares of a stock. That way I capture the dividend and I'll immediately do the covered calls with like a very volatile stock that's wrapping up like $7,700. I don't care who you are. That's a lot of money. I don't really do this strategy, but it's an opportunity. A lot of people in our community do like to do the buy right strategy when a stock plummets that they really like, just to dollar cost average. Because think about it. This strategy would make sense if you are, let's say, somebody that's been a buyer at 134 and you want to lower your cost basis, right? Because what I showed you with the cash secured put, that doesn't guarantee you're going to get assigned, right? This is more so a play to leverage, potentially buying the shares, but just really focusing on generating premium from the market, right? If assignment happens, fantastic, right? But that's not going to lower your cost basis unless you factor the premium in, but then it gets kind of complicated and iffy, right? A lot of people like to do the buy right strategy, buying out 100 shares, further lowering my cost basis, then selling calls immediately after that. But I go way more into this, guys, in the 90-minute workshop. Click that first link in the description of today's video. At the end of it, I'll give you my 2 premium calculators as well as my trade lock template completely for free. This is perfect for those of you that are beginners in this whole strategy and you want it broken down in plain, easy to understand English. That is what I believe is my superpower. So click that first link in the description of today's video, guys. Remember, sell options, collect premiums, repeat. I'll see y'all tomorrow.